In the vast emptiness between stars, the entire worlds drift in eternal solitude. Cast out from their birth systems, these planetary orphans wander the galaxy alone. No sun to warm them. No stellar family to guide their path. Only the endless night of interstellar space. Meet the rogue planets. Born in chaos, exiled by gravity, they carry within their frozen hearts secrets that challenge everything we thought we knew about worlds and life itself. 4.5 billion years ago, in the turbulent nursery of a young solar system, planetary formation was a violent dance of creation and destruction. Massive worlds, still molten from their birth, carved chaotic orbits through clouds of gas and debris. Massive Jupiter-like planets moved closer to their stars, their immense gravity reshaping the architecture of entire systems. In this cosmic billiards game, smaller worlds became casualties. Gravitational encounters flung them from their orbits like stones from a slingshot, launching them on one-way journeys into the void. The transition from planetary citizen to cosmic wanderer is swift and brutal. Atmospheres freeze and collapse, oceans turn to ice kilometers thick, surface temperatures plummet to just a few degrees above absolute zero. Yet beneath these frozen shells of ice that stretch for hundreds of kilometers, some rogue worlds might hide something remarkable. Deep within these wandering worlds, ancient fires still burn. Radioactive elements forged in the hearts of long-dead stars continue their billion-year decay, releasing heat that has warmed planetary cores since the dawn of the solar system. For the largest rogues, this internal furnace combines with the crushing weight of their own gravity to create something astonishing: subsurface oceans that remain liquid despite the cosmic cold above. These hidden seas dwarf Earth's oceans in both size and depth. Vast aquatic realms flowing in perpetual darkness, insulated by shells of ice that may be hundreds of kilometers thick. Here, in the most isolated environments imaginable, chemistry becomes biology. Hydrothermal vents powered by radioactive decay create oases of warmth and chemical energy. Life, if it exists in these dark waters, would be unlike anything on Earth. Organisms that have never known starlight evolved in perfect isolation for billions of years. The latest studies from 2024 suggest that rogue planets could outnumber the stars themselves in our galaxy. For every point of light visible in our night sky, there may be countless dark worlds drifting unseen through the galactic void. The Milky Way could harbor over 4 trillion of these wandering orphans. These invisible wanderers may pass within 1,000 times Earth's distance from the Sun every few million years, though they're nearly impossible to detect. They emit no light of their own, and their faint heat signatures are lost against the cosmic background. We find them only when they pass directly in front of distant stars, creating brief gravitational lensing events that last mere hours or days. Each detection is like glimpsing a ghost, a momentary shadow that reveals the presence of an entire world, then vanishes back into the darkness. Some of these rogues are familiar, rocky worlds like Earth, or gas giants like Jupiter, but others are entirely alien, super-Earths with crushing gravity and thick hydrogen atmospheres, or ice giants with diamond cores and metallic hydrogen mantles. And among this invisible multitude, some may harbor the galaxy's most resilient forms of life. In Earth's deepest ocean trenches, where sunlight has never penetrated, entire ecosystems thrive around volcanic vents. These communities depend not on photosynthesis, but on chemosynthesis, where organisms feed on chemicals instead of sunlight. Now, imagine this on a planetary scale. Vast underground seas where bioluminescent organisms create their own constellations in the eternal night, forming patterns we can barely imagine. Ecosystems that have evolved beyond the constraints of day and night cycles, beyond the chaos of stellar weather. These life forms would be shaped by the slow, steady rhythms of radioactive decay and tidal heating. Their evolution guided not by the violent flux of stellar radiation, but by the patient geology of their wandering world. Some rogue planets may have retained atmospheres thick enough to support surface liquid water, creating twilight worlds where life exists in perpetual dusk, illuminated only by atmospheric phenomena and the faint glow of cosmic radiation. These orphaned worlds are not merely drifting aimlessly, they are travelers on epic journeys that span millions of years, carrying their hidden biospheres across the galaxy like seeds on a cosmic wind. Their paths take them through spiral arms and regions where new stars are born, past dying stars and newborn systems. Some may eventually be gravitationally captured by passing stars, becoming adopted members of alien solar systems. Others will wander forever, their trajectories carrying them through regions of space no world has ever explored. A few may even escape the galaxy entirely, becoming intergalactic nomads that carry the story of their birth into the vast emptiness between galaxies. Occasionally, these dark wanderers pass through our own solar system's outer reaches, invisible visitors from the deep galaxy that slip past unnoticed unless we happen to be looking in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. The rogue planets remind us that life may be far more resilient and widespread than we ever imagined. While we search for Earth-like worlds in the habitable zones of distant stars, entire ecosystems may be thriving in the darkness between those stars. They represent a different kind of habitability, one that depends not on the warmth of a parent star, but on the internal fires that burn within worlds themselves. A habitability that is portable, that can survive the journey between stars and the death of solar systems.